Magic tricks, business cards, as a magician they seem to go hand in hand. But this trick that I'm about to tell you is maybe not quite what you would expect. Hi guys, I'm Steve Wickenton and welcome to Magic Behind the Magic. Now I've seen loads and loads of different ways that you magically can get your business card to end up in someone's hand. Torn, restored, double lifts, multiple forces, pick a card, any card. There are so many different variations and different ways you can do it. Hey, when I was starting out, I even went to the expense and the time to get carefully made gaff cards for the exact purpose. Basically, all it was a card with my business details printed on the back. One side, normal card, other side, business card. It worked really well. Everybody who got one loved it. Oh yeah, all 8 times that I did it, everybody went, oh wow. But I didn't get any bookings from it. I know, crazy isn't it? A really cool magic trick and you get to keep the card with my details on it. Why wouldn't anybody want to book me? Well, as it turns out, now I know why. You see, marketing is what we call a game of numbers. More people that you contact, the more people are going to book you. The more people that look at your website, the more people are going to book you. The more people that you give your business card to, the more people are going to book you. Are you getting this? Well, it took me a while, but you know, now I think back and I think if I'd handed out more cards, maybe I would have got more business. But there is another problem with this method. And when I very cleverly made up these cards and sorted out this trick and had it all worked out, I really didn't consider this problem. You see, as soon as you start doing a magic trick, people start to gather around. That means that if someone asks you for your card and you start a magic trick with them, immediately more people start to sit in and watch what's going on. You know what that means? That means that you can't give everybody a card the same way. The person who asks you for the card, well, they get the card and the wow factor, and everybody else, they just get the wow factor, but they don't have the card. And even if you did do the same magic trick for 6 different people, that's going to take a little bit of time. But one of the biggest problems I realized later was that out of those 8 people who I did give my card to, really only 2 people actually wanted it. The other 6 heard about the magic trick and asked me for a card so they could see the magic trick. They didn't want the card, they wanted the oh wow factor. So now how I present my card is completely different. It's not really a magic trick, but it is a really good trick. And I tell you what, it has helped my business move forward very quickly. You see, you need your business card to work its own magic. So firstly, you need to hand out lots of them, and I mean lots of them. Honestly, everyone in the audience, whenever I do a show, walks away with my card in their hand. Secondly, everybody who gets the card needs to want the card. And thirdly, and this is the big one, they need to have a reason to keep and look at the card at a later date. Better still, have the card give them a reason to go to your website. Great! How do you do that? I tell you, it's actually really easy. Firstly, you need to create a page on your website that has something that your audience will want to go and see or get. This of course depends on who your audience is. If you're a kids entertainer, it's one thing. If you're an adult entertainer, it's another thing. If you do a mixture of both, maybe you need more than one page and more than one type of business card. Think of things like how to do magic tricks, optical illusions, a kid's play zone, an adult's play zone, or even just some sort of game or a colouring in or whatever it is. It needs to be something that your particular audience will want to go and get. Next, tell your audience about it during the show, because that is when they are listening the most. Talk about it more than once if you need to, but make sure that they understand that there is something there that they want to get. Next, give every member of your audience your business card, and I mean everyone. I hand mine out all the time to every child in my audience, every show. If a kid doesn't want one or an adult doesn't want one, that's fine. Don't force it on them, but make sure everybody gets that opportunity and they understand why they're getting it, because they want to go and see that thing on your website. So this gives them a reason to get your card, hold onto your card, and later visit your website. I do this so often. At the end of all my shows, there are very few, if any, cards left lying around that the kids have walked away from. I'm talking 4-year-old kids up to 12-year-old kids. They grab my card and they hold onto it like it is gold. Sure, you hand out a lot of business cards this way, and the busier you get, the more cards you hand out. So I recommend that you don't go about designing a strong, interesting, unique, different business card that costs a lot of money to produce. You really want to go for a simple card that has the information on it that is easy and cheap. As cheap as possible while still looking professional and good. Look online for printing deals to help keep the cost down, and whenever possible, buy in bulk. So put your thinking caps on and come up with some great ideas that your audience will want and that your card can lead them to. Design your card, get it printed, and you can start this new marketing campaign in less than a week. It is that easy. Now, this may not be a magic trick, but I tell you what, it works like magic. And when you're marketing, that's what you really want. Remember, hit subscribe, and also if you like, hit like. Start coming up with your ideas and leave some comments below. I love to see them. I'll catch you guys soon. Don't forget, guys, down there, if you haven't got one already, that's where you get your 7-point checklist. Or you can sign up for the newsletter at the same time. Over there, well, that's the next video. Check it out if you haven't seen it yet. And that one there, that's where you subscribe in case you haven't done it yet. Make sure you click one of those things and I'll catch you guys soon.